Despite the fact that Star Citizen is still in alpha, there are already a wealth of keybinds, settings and configurations available that can make life easier for pilots. Across many gameplay videos on this channel, many of you have asked me to share some of the tips and tricks used to make things simpler. I'm Farrister, and this video covers some of those little shortcuts, how to set them up and use them to save you time or find a little convenience in the verse. Each is timestamped, so if you know how to do something already, feel free to skip ahead. And this is just a personal selection of things I regularly use in game. There are others, perhaps things like swapping lead and lag pips, which I personally don't bother with, but may be of value to you, so feel free to share your own in the video comments. The first suggestion is very simply a keybind to request landing through air traffic control. Having this as a keybind on my control panel saves me from having to use the comms menu most times I want to take off or land from a hangar, which makes life much easier. The keybind is simply set in the Flight Movement tab as Request Landing, then just one tap to request landing or departure. Nice. Another useful keybind is the comma key, which looks behind you. Particularly for those who like flying in first person, perhaps you're flying a hauler and want to be sure that the rear of the ship is by the freight elevator, or perhaps you're flying a chunky bird and want to make sure you're clear of the hangar doors. A quick check of the rear view camera by holding comma key gives you that peace of mind. The next one is most useful for miners or salvagers, but can also be helpful in other situations too, and that's to allow scan pings without being in the dedicated scanning mode. A simple menu setting unlocks the functionality and means that in any of the SCM or nav modes you can ping away to find signatures of interest. Naturally, you may still want to go into full scanning mode to get some details on what you've found, but knowing where to look is often half the battle. Oh, and this is also useful in particularly dark situations to help see an outline of where the ground or obstacles might be. Simply set lock ping to scanning mode to no in the game settings tab of the main menu, right near the bottom. The next few are found in the multifunction display screens or MFD screens, and the first is to toggle auto slowdown. By default, when the landing gear is down, the ship will slow to an absolute crawl to make landing a little easier. Sometimes that can be helpful, but other times it might be more helpful to not, and instead allow the full range of speeds of SCM and nav modes, even with the gear down. In the configuration tab of the MFD screens is an option to toggle auto slowdown, and by switching it off, you can fly at more or less normal speeds with the landing gear down. Neat. Also in the MFD menus are options to show the advanced heads-up display or HUD for SCM and nav modes and for labels. These give some extra information in flight, like velocity, g-forces, fuel levels, and when planetside atmosphere thickness, a radar altimeter, and vertical speed. For more detailed flying, the extra information can be helpful. These options can be configured ship by ship in the MFDs, or alternatively, defaults can be set for all ships by changing options in the main menu so your ships default to flying the way that you like. Hopefully this small selection of tips might prove useful to some of you. Please let me know in the comments if you think that they might, or if you have your own suggestions to share. As always, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel but would like YouTube to show you more videos like this, then you might want to press that button, but otherwise, and as always, thank you for watching.